Hey guys, welcome to Schopfield Music. I'm Napoleon.
I'm John.
One more time. And we got another Tuesday gear day for you today.
Nice. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, so we got a couple guitars in front of us. And as you can see, we're in my living room still, and John's here visiting for a while. So we're going to just be looking at gear. And hey, if you're new here and don't know what we're about here at Schopfield Music, what we like to do on Tuesdays is we like to do an unboxing or review of some gear or some technical stuff. We'll post those for you on Tuesdays, and then on Fridays we like to do Friday jams.
Yeah!
Those could be cover songs that one of us do or we'll do together, or just jamming out or something like that.
And we're going to start working on collaborating via internet. So we're hoping to get to you guys and build these videos where we're actually not going to be in the same room, but we're going to try to trick you and make you think. So you can guess which videos are going to be that way and which ones aren't.
That's right, John.
Napoleon, maybe right now we're in two different rooms and they don't even know it.
Whoa, that'd be something.
Because, you know, how cool would that be? Oh!
No, we're here.
We're in the same room.
All right, well.
Yeah. These guitars! I want you to tell me about these guitars.
Oh, yes. So what we got here, we got a couple of S-style guitars. This was the first one that I had. This guitar, I made some upgrades to it over the years. I wanted some black on here, so I went with the black pickup covers and knobs and stuff. The original pickups for this guitar had a humbucker.
Oh, that's right. That one was the humbucker one, wasn't it?
But when I made some upgrades, I bought a Stratocaster.
Right.
And that is a Mexican-made Stratocaster. But when I got it, you had some guitars and you were switching your necks because you were messing around with those scale lengths and all that.
Yeah. I got this American-made Stratocaster used at the local guitar shop where I lived.
You put so many mods in that guitar.
It was too much. That's something I'll get into later because I'd like to give you guys the information of the gentleman I used from California.
Oh.
This guy was designed, that's all he does is Stratocasters. And I ordered this preloaded pick guard from him that had all the options. And
oh, you could get like 21 different tones or something.
From a guy who just knows two pickups. That was just a bit much for me. There was another guy in town that bought that guitar off Craigslist from me.
Yeah.
Super cool dude, and he to this day actually still loves that guitar. Yeah. So I'm like, more power to you, man. It wasn't my gig.
And the other thing you didn't like about Strats at the time, because you were used to playing your Les Pauls, is the scale length.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Because the scale length is different on a Strat S-style guitar, Telecaster, and the Les Paul. The Les Pauls are what?
24 3/4 for a Les Paul.
Right.
So your frets are technically going to be a little bit smaller than you're used to. Or if you play on a 25.5 or a normal acoustic guitar.
And the 25.5 is the scale length of Strats.
Strats and acoustic guitars are 25.5. Most of your, I mean, like if you get into a J45 Gibson, that's going to be a 24 3/4 scale too.
So acoustics do come both ways.
They vary too, but the standard is usually 25.5. But yeah, so I remember, that's right, because the neck I had on there, I thought maybe if I switched it to 24 3/4, I would be able to play a Stratocaster all of a sudden. Right. So I went through, what was that, Warmouth? Warmouth Neck Company?
Warmouth,
yeah.
Warmouth, something like that.
It's got the turtle picture on it, I remember. And
we can put a link in the description if you want of where Warmouth is and all the stuff.
And all the mods I did on that guitar, I could sit here for days talking about it.
But anyways, the point is that
this neck came.
Yeah, you changed the neck.
Yeah.
You wanted to go with the smaller scale neck.
Right.
So this was the neck that was on your Strat, which was an American Strat. So it had an American neck.
We did a great deal. I needed a powered PA speaker, so we traded.
There was nothing wrong with the old neck on my guitar, so I wanted to upgrade. So
that was nice.
So this guitar here, my original, has the neck that originally came with this guitar.
On that guitar.
His body. And then this neck comes from his Strat. That's a long story. So
Yeah.
that neck there and the pickups that are in it came from the original pickups here.
Okay, so these are the Mexican Stratocaster pickups.
Yes, and these are the pickups.
The American pickups.
Or some American pickups from one of yours.
Yep. Which I don't know if they were like the Texas specials or whatever they call them. I can't.
That original Strat you had,
Was
was it 2005, I think?
it was a 2011.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
okay.
2011.
So it was probably whatever the stock pickups were for an American Strat.
Yeah, from 2011.
That's what's in there currently. So this has got the Mexican Stratocaster pickups from Fender.
Mm-hmm.
I have this might be a 2005. I don't know what year that one is.
Yeah, I remember that was older because I
bought it used.
Right. I was still trying to play.
And we'll go into full reviews of all
yes.
these guitars eventually. So we'll move on to what we want to get.
Right. Today, what we're working
Anyways,
on.
so this guitar has got Mexican pickups. I think they're ceramic, and so that's basically the upgrades we did to that. And then we got a new neck plate on that. Let me show you.
Yep. That's a cool thing.
This neck plate here is custom engraved. Maybe that'll show up for you. All right, and that dog that you see there, Fender, is my dog named Fender, which has the same finish as the guitar. My dog does.
Yes, he does.
So we'll show you a picture of Fender here, make him famous.
Superstar Fender.
There you go.
Mama would be proud.
So that was my guitar, and then John had a transaction with somebody he knows.
Yes, actually, a mechanic who was working on my truck. He had a daughter that wanted to learn how to play guitar and drums and all this. And we got to talking, and I told him how I buy and sell guitars and play music and record and things like that. And he was
you do all that?
Yeah. He was wondering if I couldn't sell this guitar for him on Craigslist, and so I thought, yeah, no problem. I could certainly do that, you know. And I've sold things for you on radio.
Oh yeah.
I've sold things for my brother-in-law, and so if you're interested in checking out any of the sale items that we have from probably both studios, we'll be always buying and selling all that stuff. Look us up on Reverb. Go to reverb.com, and it's guitar and music gear from Shop's Shop, and that's SCHOPP, and then of course Shop SHOP.
Yeah.
Links will be down below.
It'll be showing up there, and I'm sure we'll get some kind of caption for you.
A cool banner right here.
Yeah, we'll make you look sweet for it.
Let's do this. Put it right between my hands.
Oh my. Long story short, again here. Let's so this is a Fender Squier Strat. Very affordable guitars, and I'll do a full review of it later as well. But John had this up for offer, showed me some pictures, and I think in comparison I like the wood grain more on the one that John has.
Yep.
Looks a little nicer to me. And then the back,
I love the wood grain on this, yeah.
Right.
It's beautiful.
And I already had the Strat with a maple neck, so I decided to get a neck with rosewood. So I made the jump. So then I got two S-tyle guitars here, and decided to give this one to Pat.
Yep.
And but I want the neck plate off of that because that means something to me.
Right.
Because my dog. So we got to switch the neck plates on here, which we've got one here for Pat.
A custom one made for
Another
Pat.
custom one for Pat.
You gotta get Pat on the show.
I should get Pat on the show.
Yeah, I want to see him play. So I'm not down here very often. So you're gonna have to get him on the show so I can watch him.
It's a call to Pat.
Pat, you better leave a comment down below. We're expecting that now. Come on, man.
And I don't know what pickups are in this, and how these potentiometers are in comparison to something like that. But I think for another day,
Right.
I may have you
Mod it some more, huh?
mod that up someday.
Yep.
So we won't get into all that right now, but we'll take the necks off so we can switch neck plates, and then just set this one back up and set this one up as it goes.
Yeah.
So that's what we have for you today.
Mitch, where's my coffee?
So, John, I know one of the things that you recently got and reviewed was a case.
Yes.
that turns into a table to work on guitars.
Yeah, I
So
was
you did-
tired of using your kitchen table to work on guitars when I come down here.
So you brought that, right?
I did, yes I
Good.
did.
Well, let's get that out.
And I'm going to
see what
have
we
to
can
get it out because I don't know if I'm going to announce the name properly, because it is a
do. That's right.
different name. Here is, surprising enough, quite small, portable guitar table workstation.
From Grundorf. I love it.
Grundorf. Travel case. I really think this is a nice portable deal that anybody could use to take with them, per se, if they're doing simple setups and things. And as I said in the review, this is not something you're going to build a guitar on, rebuild a guitar completely on, but
For what we need to do today, we're hoping.
yes, that this is going to work for us.
You said
Again,
this set's. Oh, okay.
yeah,
That
check it
is
out.
Sweet.
Isn't that
And then-
neat? How they use the same latch to do that?
That is a engineering miracle.
Yeah. You know, and like I said, there's a few things on here. I'm pretty picky about stuff. The handle,
Yes, you are, John.
yes, there's no T-nuts for the handle, you know, that I could
What's the
feel.
weight of this?
What's the? It's not very heavy.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about T-nuts.
No, I think it'll be fine.
That's nuts.
if you get it loaded with a bunch of gear, though.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't bring any of the tools in here.
I didn't, because I had everything packed away nicely in here, and I was trying not to bring so much stuff, but that's a real hard thing to do.
Especially for him.
Yeah, I'm a tool hound, so I love tools.
So what do we do first?
Stu Max sees me coming miles.
Yeah, so let's see how this bad boy operates. Which one are we doing first?
Well, let's see here. Let's get this guy up here.
Okay.
All right, and one of the things I did notice with this when I was playing, could you move that other one forward just a little bit, because I've got to
yes.
slide this your way.
Certainly.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I don't know that I have new strings for this guitar. Are you going to be able to save these strings?
I never guarantee that I can save the strings, but I can certainly try. I don't think we'll have an issue.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. I mean, technically, with this guitar, we're just taking the neck plate off. So we could just loosen the strings up to just relieve the tension off the neck so that I can take that off.
Alright.
We don't have to really fully take them completely out, I don't think.
Okay, we might not have to do that on that one either then.
So, but anyhow, like I was saying, with this, you want to slide the guitar back so that the body is resting on these brackets here, so that the weight is off of the neck. That is for setup. Go ahead. You can see how they...
Okay.
Because if you slide it all the way back this way, you have all that weight on your headstock.
I got it right about there. Yeah. So what will you do to keep it there?
I would stuff some
Like a wood
rags.
block?
Yeah, wood block, carpeted, of course, you know. I'll end up making something. That's what I do.
Oh,
I brought a bunch of rags that I can use too, so.
With the power of YouTube editing, we'll have some rags for you. Boom!
All right, cool. So, we have the rags holding the guitar here. This is going to allow us now to start working on it. And at this point, we're going to open up the tool chest. I'm going to get I brought my little handy electric drill, my Menards special. I love it.
You got a thing to loosen these with?
I do. Yeah, it's electric.
All right.
I don't use the hand things anymore these days. It's got to go this way.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, look at the tools here.
That is impressive.
Love the tools.
The Stanley tool with Fat Max. Wow.
All right.
Is this all predominantly the tools you used for working on guitars?
It is. What you've seen in a couple of my reviews in the garage there, the shop, I built that fold-down Murphy bed workstation that's carpeted, and I've got...
I need to see more of that.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to actually go into detail on how I built it, and basically designed my cabinets at Menards, brought those in, and then I bought the LED lighting to put underneath it, so it's just loaded with light. I mean, the most important thing when you're working on something, of course, we know, is light.
Ah, yes.
I wanted the brightest lights I could possibly get. I've got so many compartments. There we go. This guy.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Goes on the drill. See? This here allows me to not use one of the handheld, which I don't even know if I brought. I did. I brought one down. One of these guys. These
I got one of
handheld
those.
ones. Yes. These work nice. They work great.
If you'd like, I could loosen the strings on the other one handheld.
Yeah, that way they can see the difference.
Sure.
Cool.
All right, ready, set, go.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah? Now that we've got the strings loose, what we can do is flip this around, because the main thing here is to get our neck plate off. All right, we want to make sure that we have this sitting right there, because I don't want any weight on that neck that's going to make it drop, because chances are when I loosen this up, pop these off, I'm going to hold on to this, and then I'm going to have you break out the new one and hand me the new one that's going on here. Oh, wait a minute. We did this backwards, don't we? We have to take that one off first, because I need that one to go on here.
Well, it's a good thing I was working on loosening these.
That's right. Let's start with that one and make this even easier yet. Take this guitar and properly adjust it. Sit it right here. I will hold this guitar just like this while I loosen the back plate up. I think I can get away with using a screw gun on these. We'll see. Sometimes they're really in there. Good deal. Paraffin wax is what I use. You take the ends of the screws and you get paraffin wax on it. As you drive them into the body of the wood, it helps protect the wood. It kind of lubricates the screws so you don't have the pressure on the wood that could cause it to crack. Oh. Last thing you want to have is something so nice like an instrument where you get to the point, could you grab that screw? Thank you. Where it cracks. All right, here is our fender plate. Before we go any further though, you want to wipe it down, make it nice and clean. At least the work area where the new plate's going to go down. So you have that new neck plate for me?
I sure do, John.
Thank you. I like it.
Would you like to use the new screws or the old screws?
I prefer the old ones because those actually are...
They fit.
We know they fit. That's exactly the way this guitar was put together. So I honestly prefer to use the older ones. Plus, we still have paraffin wax on the older screws. So having these going in...
For you.
Thank you. We're going to check intonation when we get done. That's why we brought it really cool too, that I can show you guys. Okay, we're not tightening them all the way down. What we're going to do is get it close. We're going to get all of them down to the point where I can take a look at this plate.
Oh.
I want to make sure that our plate is straight. One of the things I noticed on some of these S-style guitars that even some high-end custom builders are doing, they put these things together, and if you get you go on Reverb or Sweetwater or Musician's Friend and you're looking at the pictures and you see the back of it, and you'll see something where the back plate is kind of crooked. And one of the things I will not do is use the screw gun to tighten the screws down on any piece of the guitar. I will get it to the point where it is just snug, and then I will grab a hand screwdriver and finish tightening it with that. So I will always tighten down with a hand screwdriver because a drill will have a tendency to slip, and as I've talked about in other videos of mine, I don't like to mar up the screws, and if you do though, there are ways to clean them up. You take a nice little file and gently file the top of the screws, and then you can even come at it with some sandpaper to polish it, smooth it up. We'll snug it up here and then flip this guitar over.
The new neck plate. This is actually my first electric guitar.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, I got this one, and I got another one that I don't even know. It was an Aurora.
Yeah, the Aurora.
Something like that.
That was from the 80s.
Yeah, I loved it. Sanded it down completely. Just put all this
And we were just looking at the body and the necks that you got piled up in your studio back there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this thing like, dude, I can't wait for you to video yourself refinishing this guitar. So that's something I want to see.
Yeah, someday down the line, I do want to.
I think it has potential.
Refinish it, do something with it.
You gonna get that glow-in-the-dark paint that was originally on there?
No, I've thought about putting it in a bucket with some swirl paint.
Oh, dude.
Or I thought about maybe burning it.
Yeah.
Or I've seen people do stuff with electrocuting it.
Awesome.
You get these electric lines that
you were telling me about that. Never heard of
yeah,
such a thing.
so, I don't know what I'm going to do. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions for what I should do,
leave them in the comments down below. We want to hear it.
Yeah, let us know. It might be a while before I get to that.
Right. We have a lot on our plates right now as we're trying to build this channel up and get a lot of other projects done in the meantime. But yes, definitely leave them in the comments.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
We want to know, like, what kind of neat tricks have you guys done? Or want us to do? I mean, don't you think? I'd like to hear what they've done.
Yeah.
I want to see, what have you guys done that turned out really neat?
Let us know in the comments.
Please.
And when you're doing that, then bell it, yo.
Bell it, yo! Yeah.
I'm catching on.
We're starting this, man. We're going to do this one. This is ours.
All right. So,